After a teenage exposure to Mario Lanza, I discovered the Met's live Saturday broadcast. The first one I heard was Turandot with Birgit Nilsson, Mirella Freni and a tenor named Corelli. 6 months later, I was on a bus to Memphis to see the celebrated Met stars Franco Corelli, Renata Tebaldi and Cornell MacNeil in the Met's new Gioconda. When Corelli entered singing his first note, the crowd went wild, almost stopping the show. The amazing power and beauty of that unique timbre and the man's appearance and stage presence was unique to my experience. After Act 2, I wrote Mr. Corelli a note, requesting a private audience at the opera's conclusion. A stagehand delivered my note and returned with his reply. Franco Corelli suggested my audience could begin immediately, right in the middle of the opera. Though my Italian was then non-existent and Corelli's English little better, we got along fine with the assistance of his wife's much better English. The tall tenor kindly leaned back against a wall and slumped a bit in a considerate effort not to dwarf me with his impressive height, and treated me with great courtesy and kindness. This was far wide from the temperamental terror I had read about. The conversation had gone on for about 20 minutes when I suddenly heard the music begin for the first scene of the third act. I immediately thanked the Corellis and started to leave, but Franco said I was free to stick around for another 20 minutes or so since he wasn't in that scene. I could hear the performance from the dressing room area, but even if that hadn't been possible, I was in no hurry to leave. In the end, I was with him for about 40 minutes before he said it was almost time for his next entrance. I proceeded to the rear of the auditorium for the second scene of Act 3 with a personally inscribed photo in hand. For the last act of the 4-act Gioconda, I went back to my seat. My new friend's magnificent singing continued until his exit on an effortless high C near the end of the opera. I never recovered from the experience. An opera fanatic was born. A lifetime of study, live performances, broadcasts, and recordings slowly transformed that naive boy into a lover of the theatrical arts. I have been inspired by such well-known writers on opera as Francis Robinson, J.B. Steen, and Paul Jackson. Mr. Robinson was a true mentor, as he was a dear friend from 1969 until his death in 1980. These articles are a testament to his enthusiasm and generosity of spirit. Wonders await the intrepid traveler. Fare forward.